What's going on, you guys? This is Aaron from Departures Capital and welcome to the video. In this video, we're talking all about the moves in the markets, the recent volatility, although we saw a really awesome recovery today. Gold and silver, we got what we wanted in terms of stimulus, but we didn't get what we wanted in terms of the price action. So we'll be talking all about that. This is your daily recap. These are your market minutes. So let's get straight into it, guys. And I've got a lot of stuff to say. This will be a shortened week for a trade also with Christmas on the way. So early Merry Christmas, and let's get straight into it. Last but not least, if you do support me in the channel and all the videos, then kindly explode that like button. It takes just 1 second of your time and it helps my videos so very much, along with if you are a new viewer, you haven't had a chance to subscribe yet. We appreciate videos and updates like these, the ones that we put out, and all of our other content like our interviews and all that good stuff. Then of course, don't forget to cash that subscribe button and ring the market bell for notifications. And let's get straight into this video. So we're going to start this video off with a quick comment of the day. So Friday's live stream went pretty good on Friday. We do a live stream on every Friday, and geez, what is this Friday? This Friday is Christmas Day. I don't know, guys. I might have to take it off. We'll see. Would you mind giving mine a few seconds in a future video? Very curious as to your perspective on them. Thanks, and I will write that down. So feel free to take a second right now to drop any comments below. If there's any stocks that you guys are interested in that you want me to talk about, I will be making a brand new video for Departures stocks regarding the psychedelic sector on our new channel, Departures stocks. We made a general video, stocks I'm buying for 2021. In this new video, I'm going to be talking all about the 2 psychedelic stocks that I did in fact buy today. We're going to be talking all about that, the sector. We did get a little bit of a recent pullback today, especially due to the volatility in the market. So we're going to be talking all about that on Departures stocks as I continue to cover that high growth and exciting sector. So tune into DC Stocks, subscribe, check out our recent videos. Like I said, I will be talking about psychedelics. Josie Buck, he brought up Tattooed Chef too late. This should have been done 5 days ago. It's already run, and it has been running like crazy. Stephen M, do you guys like Madison? I just bought a small position. I've done some research and it looks interesting, but not that much information on them, and I do like them. That is one of the stocks that I have been slowly nibbling away at, just, kind of getting a feel for it. You could say getting my feet wet in other opportunities in the psychedelic sector. FYI, guys, my first ever investment in the sector was Champion Brands, or Champignon Brands, however you want to say it. Ticker symbol SHRM. It's still halted. I still do have it in 2 different counts. And it looks to be like this stock is up since I last purchased it, but of course it hasn't traded. I have it on the Canadian side and it's still halted. But I really hope that they will get it together soon and start trading, because it still trades OTC. Now, Nolan, what do you think of eHave? I've gotten a lot of comments about them, potentially an interview, but unless they're willing to work with us in a business relationship, I'm not going to be doing the interview. I might talk about the company. We'll see, but an interesting company for sure. We will talk about that on Departures stocks. I plan on buying DM. This comes from Nathan. Monday morning, as it looks like trend has reversed and it's established a new support over top of the previous negative trend line. Do you have any opinions on the company? I'll have to take a look at that. MMED in 2 years, taken over. So we'll see if that happens. That's another thing that we haven't talked about yet. And we got a comment in one of our videos recently. We'll just finish up comment of the day right after this. It's only going to take another minute or 2. But in MindMed's investor presentation, someone was saying how they were talking about how it states, I believe it's on page 34 or in the 30s, their timeline. They're talking about 18MC and a potential partner, big partner. So that's something that hasn't even started happening yet. Let's face it, guys. This sector is going to attract a lot of capital. It's already attracting a lot of capital, but it's also going to attract companies. Who knows? Like, a lot of people say, oh, Big Pharma is never going to let this sector happen. Well, what if Big Pharma instead, just like Big Tobacco came into the MJ sector, what if Big Pharma just starts to invest or straight up buy these companies? I mean, what's a couple $1 billion? What's a couple $1 billion invested into one of these companies? So that's another interesting thing. And I feel like that's a total wild card. We could get an investment from Big Pharma or another big industry, healthcare, out of nowhere, Johnson & Johnson, and then bam, the sector's on fire again. So that's the thing I love about these new and exciting sectors, especially the psychedelic sector, especially the markets that they're targeting. So anyways, new to investing in general, started trying to understand value investing, but I need to build capital. What are major things I should research before investing in small caps? So that's a really great question. I'll spend just 30 seconds on this one, and I appreciate, comments from new investors. I love to answer these types of questions. It's not just all about the technicals and, what do you think about this company and this management. But when it comes to investing in small caps, it's very, very important that you do your own research and due diligence. I talk about a lot of small cap stocks on this channel, but they're risky, of course, highly volatile, and there's huge opportunity for gains, but also, big potential for losses. So research the management, research, their balance sheet. Do they have any strategic investment partners? What's their total addressable market? What's the compound annual growth rate of the market that they're in? How's the valuation compared to their peers? What's the social sentiment? These are all good questions that you could be asking, as well as, I didn't plan this out, but if you are, looking to go further in depth, take a look and see how I value a company, what I look for. We've got our full access insider program, $10 a month, $100 a year. I've got an introduction module here for any new investors. That's 5 introductory videos, and everything is included in the monthly fee. Of course, when you stop paying the monthly fee, you don't get access anymore. But there's also documents in here, how to value a company, how I value a company. So above and beyond what I just said, take a look at that. But anyways, that's it for comment of the day. Let's get into the video, guys. And in terms of the markets, let's see what's going on. Wall Street's starting to roll over again, although it did recover quite substantially. We've got this new strain in the UK. Apparently it's not any more deadly than the normal one, but it's more contagious. That's the only issue. So it did spook the markets this morning. I will be talking about the performance in gold and silver and how displeased I am, actually, although we got stimulus. But we'll talk about that in just 2 seconds. So Wall Street drops on fears over a new strain. So Wall Street's main indexes fell Monday as a more virulent strain of the global illness sparked fears of this fresh disruptions and weighed on investors' expectations of a vaccine-led economic rebound. Said to be 70% more transmissible, forced many countries to shut their borders with the UK. So that is the talk of the day. The Dow is down just 2.27 points, down 0.1%. So the Dow's not flinching. The S&P is down 0.6%, and the Nasdaq is down 0.3%. Gold is down $6.95 per ounce, or 0.37%, which in my opinion is pretty crazy because this creates more risk, more uncertainty in the markets. Investors should be fleeing to safe havens, specifically gold. We got stimulus passed yesterday, $900 billion, and everything was fine. Gold was heading higher. We were above 1900. And then for some reason, it started to sell around 5 a.m. The US futures started to tank, down almost 2%. I saw that happen. I was watching the rally in gold and silver, and it was unfolding beautifully. This was exactly what I predicted. And then gold got sold off. So it's almost like investors now are selling their safe havens to buy riskier stocks or average down on some of their positions that they might be down on. Or they're just over leveraged and they need to sell, the one thing in their portfolio that may hold its value for more speculative positions. So this market is pretty crazy right now. I haven't changed my stance on gold. I still remain long-term bullish, and we're going to be talking about some really positive articles for gold and the sentiment in the sector. But it's pretty frustrating not to see gold in the green today because I really expected that. Now, on the other hand, we are seeing a little bit more bullish tone for silver. Silver seems to, get the best of both worlds, the safe haven demand, also industrial demand, and the fundamentals moving forward in terms of, economic demand, basic supply and demand. So I've been increasingly more bullish on silver. I'm happy to see it in the green. It was above $27 per ounce, up almost 5% before the metals got slammed. I do believe there's manipulation in the market. Very not happy with that. But overall, we are doing pretty good in terms of our silver positions today. They still ran. Not as I expected, though. I expected double-digit gains for Monday. So yes, I'm complaining about gains, but that's just how it's going to be today because I feel like gold and silver deserve much more love than this. And when are they going to finally realize this? So gold will retest new highs in 2021 as more stimulus is coming. Aberdeen Standard Investments. So this is talking about what we just said. So Congress finally passed much needed stimulus measures to support the U.S. economy. The gold market has struggled to hold the critical psychological support at 1900. As some disappointment creeps into the marketplace, the $900 billion stimulus package passed by Congress is less than what some economists have expected. One market analyst said gold investors shouldn't give up on the precious metals as the U.S. economy will continue to need further support as the scars of this global illness run deep through most of 2021. So let's see quickly what they had to say. So from everything I've seen, it would lead me to believe that this is probably not the last stimulus package, as some of the issues we face are structural issues that will certainly haunt us into 2021. I wouldn't be surprised if we see more stimulus. We're definitely going to see lower rates. The Fed already said that. And in my opinion, gold should be shining much brighter than being down today. So a little frustrating, but I will continue to stay patient. Although, like I said, recently I've taken a lot more positions in silver than I have in gold, and actually very slightly reduced my positions in gold by maybe 5%. So nothing crazy, just juggling around a few positions for some more pure play silver stocks, still in the precious metal sector, or a few growth opportunities, but we'll talk about that. Nothing crazy though. Gold pairs earlier losses as risk aversion uptick. So gold prices are near steady in midday US trading and have eased modest daily losses after hitting a 6-week overnight high. Silver prices are seeing good gains and hit a 3-month high overnight, but still well off its daily high. There is a stronger risk-off trader and investor mentality to start this holiday shortened trading week, as global illness concerns are back on the marketplace front burner. So like I said, gold should be a safe haven, and in my opinion, it should be shining in this environment, not dropping. Although, the markets are not doing as good as gold, and especially not doing as good as silver, but I'm still not happy, guys. Gold and silver are flying this morning, thankfully. So this was a quick little bit of commentary from the street. We're just going to talk about this real quick, and that'll be pretty much it for the gold and silver news. We're going to talk about some of our favorite stocks today, how they performed, and just give you guys some overall updates. That's what I want to save this video for. I want to save the end of this video for me getting a chance to talk about the stocks that I've been looking at. So stocks are modestly lower Monday, but came well off earlier losses after a new strain in the US prompted fresh lockdown and travel restrictions overshadowed the announcement that congressional leaders reached an agreement on a $900 billion stimulus package. So it's also, unfortunate that this news surfaced in the market and kind of put a damper on the party, you could say. Everyone was waiting for this stimulus to be passed. So it's kind of unfortunate, but the market pretty much shrugged it off. I mean, we're looking at the Dow here. The Dow's down 11 points. Big whoop. Like, silver is still in the green. Gold's doing whatever, but overall the market shrugged this off. If it was a heavy down day, I think we'd see a lot more losses, but I'm happy to see that. That's for sure. Now let's take a look at some interesting stocks. So one stock that I wanted to highlight today was a really nice run for CloudMD, and this finally looks like it's breaking out. We consolidated around $2. I was definitely a buyer around $2. I actually picked up quite a few shares around $2. CloudMD, we're up another 8.98% today, and by the looks of the charts, I think we could run past 3 or even continue running. Now let's not forget, guys, telehealth, it got hammered because of this whole vaccine news and all this other stuff, but now that there's fresh worries in the markets, it looks like these telehealth, telemedicine stocks are getting a fresh bid, so I'm very happy to see that. Another stock I'm looking at today did in fact add a little bit too, but really not happy with the performance in this one, is Carebook. And ever since their IPO, the stock IPO'd around $1.50, it made it all the way up to almost $2, and then it's been sinking dramatically. And I got some questions about this. What's going on with Carebook? Do you still hold Carebook? Yeah, I still hold Carebook, quite a few shares, probably more shares than I want to be holding now, but we'll be sticking it out. And the thing with this company is they need to get an OTC ticker to trade in the States so people in the States can buy the stock. And I really think that that's what's going to change the game. So I might personally send them a message, ask, what the heck's going on? Why is the stock dropping? Let them know my concerns, because that is something, I would like to hear back directly from the company. And I feel like that would be their responsibility to let me know. But long story short, I continue to hold. I like what they do. I like the idea of it. I think it's drastically undervalued now, but just because I think that, once again, don't make any financial decisions. This is not financial advice. And we talk about the good and we talk about the bad, and this one has not been that great of a performer so far. So, all right, guys, the next company we're taking a look at is NEXE, or Next Innovations. It's trading at $1.52, down 3 cents from closing at $1.55 on Friday. It did dip intraday to $1.38. I did pick up a little bit more of this one. My plan was to pick up a little bit on Friday, see how things go, see how it trades, and then add a little bit more. So now I'm pretty happy with my position. Just recently made a video. We're actually arranging an interview with their CEO, I believe, so we'll have more details. Those will be some sponsored videos, but I'm excited to talk about that company. What else do we got here, guys? We dropped an interview for Aftermath Silver with their chairman, Michael Williams, today. The stock's up 3.82% to $1.36. Nice momentum behind the stock so far. It's looking pretty good. I'm happy with it, and I will continue to hold. It's been a really nice one. It's been a really nice performing stock since called this one out at $1, and it's moved up from $1 to almost $1.40 very quickly since we last spoke. They did put out a new resource estimate. All right, the next company we're looking at is Discovery Metals. Once again, another silver stock. Discovery is up 1.94%, up 4 cents. So a decent day. I'm looking for a breakout above $2. I want to see it trade somewhere around the mid twos, 230, 240. I do believe that this stock is looking like it's, got some upward momentum, and we could potentially hit fresh all-time highs. I wouldn't be surprised if we trade over $3 if we get a rally in silver, and that's kind of what it's looking like. I mean, we're hitting higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. There looks to be some momentum behind this stock, and when silver performs, this stock tends to perform, so I'm super excited about that. Another silver stock that I'm looking at, Impact Silver, up to 103. Now, I wasn't happy with this. I wasn't happy with the way this performed in the last half an hour of trade. On Friday, I picked some up around $1.05, and then in the last half hour, it dropped down to 101. And I said, come on. This is crazy, but we are up 2 cents to 103. Impact Silver is a really great way to play the physical price of silver, as it's a leveraged play essentially on the price of silver. So Impact Silver was another one. Now let's talk about a fantastic performing stock, and this one continues to run. Gatos Silver, up another 4.44%, and we did hit, I believe, fresh 52-week highs today. This thing's up now over 30%. I lucked out, bought it a day before it started running around $9. So silver stocks have been performing today. There's a couple stocks that I'll be watching this week. Of course, we'll see how the telehealth stocks do. I think that that's a nice hedge to the market in terms of, if we start to get more fear when it comes to this global illness, I think, telehealth may come back into favor, and we're starting to see that already with the performance in Doc or CloudMD and the other ones too, probably. So anyways, guys, we're going to cut this video short. I'm not going to, talk your head off, but I wanted to give you guys an update. The stocks that I'm looking at, I want to voice my opinion on the performance in gold and silver. Not happy, but still bullish, and haven't changed my tone whatsoever. I'll still wait it out, and I think we're going to see fresh all-time highs for gold and for silver in 2021. So anyways, that's it for the video. Thanks so much for watching, and always remember, Departures Capital is for information, education, and entertainment purposes only. Don't buy or sell a stock because you heard it on here. Buy or sell a stock because you've done your research, you've done your thorough due diligence, and you're making your own personal investment decisions for yourself. This video is not financial advice. We'll see you guys in our next video.